What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, episode 29. Last episode was an absolute tragedy of an episode. We lost Abakio. However, he did do a good job, and he got us the true face of the boss. Maybe we can run that through like a database or something like that, but I'm not sure if that's gonna, get us much information. However, it is one step closer to figuring out the true identity of the boss, and honestly, I'm just trying to get straight into it because, yeah, that last episode hurt my feelings. So if you have any, God, yeah, that last episode fucked me up, as you can see. So if if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links gonna be in the description. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links also in the description. So, with all that being said, let's get our headphones. Make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Please, no more heartbreak. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, yeah, we are checking the database. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's likely. I mean, that makes sense. That's fair. Ooh, that's true. He could have faked his own death. Oh, oh, there goes his face. Oh, yeah, of course. So make sure, and it does help that Trish acts as a fucking boss radar. Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's a matter of what the fuck? Hello? Can I get a fucking answer here? The fuck? Alright, whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm still really interested in um whether Giorno has the arrow or not, because that's the only way that we get past this guy. Yeah, that fucking arrow, bro. Like, that's definitely what I'm keeping an eye out for. Because I mean, like, there's no way that we don't use the arrow to beat him. And like I said before, like, we have to have it somewhere. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. I mean, you didn't. Diavolo. Is that his name? Oh, someday I'll supposed to be Diavolo. What the fuck? Okay, we need to know who the fuck you are. Right, we. That's fair. Your stand skip over time. There, well, that's all you need to know. Mm, yeah, right. Fair. Also fair. Kinda. Sport right now is whether people defeat. I would like to know who you are, though. Okay, so explain to us why you're useful. An arrow. Rome. Okay. Make it here. I can give you this. It's the arrow. Okay, so that's how we get the arrow. I'm sure at least one of you. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Thank fucking God. I was waiting for this to come into. So Giorno doesn't have it, but this guy does. That is a good question. Why do you have it? Because like as much as you say that, as much as he says that he's on our side, the fact that he has an arrow is still troubling. All right, let's get it. Dear God. Oh my God. Really? We give me that bitch. Oh God. Nah, bro. Abakio's death was sad, but that doesn't mean we stop there. If anything, that makes it to where we can't stop. Ours existence. What is it? Oh, it's an eye. I thought it was his, like, never mind. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, more people? Fuck. God, that nigga ugly as fuck. He's so ugly. It is insane how ugly he is. Fuck. You don't have much of a choice, do you? Place in Greenland called Cape York. People live. Famous for having a large crater in the center of the Okay. Two men from a team that were surveying the natural resource. Unknown illness. Their bodies became. Oh shit. Holy fuck. Oh god. Number one of them somehow jolt like what the fuck? Was this like the first stand power or some shit? Oh, it was a virus. What the fuck? What the fuck? The virus may have traveled here on a meteorite. What the fuck? What is the thing? It was made from the same material as a meteor. Who craved absolute godlike power, learned of this meteorite, and turned into several arrows. What the? Is a virus calls most life forms. Right, and that's why it'll usually kill somebody if it hits them. Have the virus and die. Select few. Right. Okay, I like this because we're giving form to the actual idea of the. Right. Right. I like this because we're giving actual. Is that my nigga back there? That was my nigga back there. I saw him. Okay. See, that's what I'm afraid about. You pretty secretive. Okay. Don't you know the method? It's comprehension. Okay. Right. Okay, so as I was saying, I like this because we're giving actual form to the the power of the arrow. Like so far we've only understood the arrow as to be the arrow. Like it powers you up, you know what I'm saying? Like but with this we have an actual reason for it. We definitely fighting at the Coliseum. Let's be real. Ain't no way we not fighting at the Coliseum. I can tell you that much. Anytime any story goes to Rome, you are definitely fighting at the Coliseum. Fuck you got going on? What the fuck? These niggas are drunk off their ass. Ain't no fucking boy that man's so fucking that man is so fucking drunk. I am he gone. Okay. He gone. Or is this an enemy stand? What the fuck? There goes the enemy stand. Oh, you gone. What? The floor is lava. Well, the floor is a fucking bioengineered fucking stand power. Ooh, gross. Yep, there they go. What the fuck? They're vloggers. The final mini bosses. It's Jake Paul. They're the Paul brothers. I'm killing myself. This is. Jeez, you gotta patient. Gotta do just simple mistake once. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh, he's the mad scientist. Yeah, who would have guessed? Oh my god. Yes, sir. Just heat reduced and what the fuck? Really, bro? Bro, you was on some other shit. Neutrality. He was. What the? Oh, he was. He was handing the patients the Cracker Jack. What the fuck? What the fuck? He gonna kill himself? Oh my god, he did kill or did. Yep, he killed himself. Jesus fuck. What the fuck? He's capturing the express of the. Oh my god. Man, doctors like experience. Ooh. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Effective. Former patient, huh? You got a long cycle follow. Oh my god. Yeah, they are what we like to call fucked. Alright. Jesus. Okay. I mean, said even. Oh god. Oh god. No way. That's funny. What the fuck does that do? Aerosmith. Jesus. I mean, yeah. Man, we getting fucked up out here. The Paul brothers are strong as fuck. Oh, it's like penicillin. Interesting. I get it because he's a doctor. Medical jokes. Mm. Oh no. Fuck. Oh god damn it. Ain't no way it get. Oh my god. Oh shit. What the fuck? Yo. No, not my man's. Oh, okay. Uh, what the fuck? Okay, so it's altitude? Right. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at altitude here. Fuck. Green Day. God damn it. Oh shit. Green Day. What is this? Oh, it's this guy. That's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. The shit that makes zombie ants. Yo. Oh, I'm very aware of this kind of mold. It fucks you. It at least in animal it like fucks animals like in like insects and shit pretty bad. Jesus. Yeah, you got to get up. Come on. No, you have to get up. No. Yeah, you have to. Good shit. Kobe, no. Let's get it. Good shit. Hit it up. Keep it going. Oh, he's about to blow it up. You're a smart man. You're a smart fucking nigga. Let's get it. Oh my god, that's you smart fuck. Uh, good shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, yeah, this guy is tapped. He is tapped. He is absolutely tapped. Jesus. Dude's band name is Green Day. That's funny. That is funny. I like this ED. Can't not sure. No, I definitely can't say that I like it more than freaking you, but I like this ED. Dun, 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 dun. That shit kind of hard. It's catchy as fuck. We good? Yep. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we got another absolutely tapped enemy stand to handle. It completely like did not cross my mind, or at least it didn't. I was too like in like sadness. I was too sad to realize that we still have more stand users to handle. Like, of course we would. Like, yeah, we have the like elite guard that we fought in, you know, Dvrth and all the other shit. But you know, of course there would be more enemies for us to hopefully Dvrth. I would hope that we you know, get rid of them. And of course we will. But what I really want to talk about is towards the beginning of this episode. I like that we got an actual reason, a physical, tangible reason. Like, scientific is the best way to explain it, actually. I'm glad we have a scientific reason for how and why the arrow works. Now, at first, I was just fixated on like, okay, we have to find the arrow. Like, where's the arrow? This is the only way we beat. This is the only way we beat him. You know, and not really thinking, not really thinking why the arrow trumps whatever, you know, King Crimson has going on. You know, I was just thinking, well, shit, we got to get the arrow. That's the only way we win, right? And that's that's obvious, right? Like, that's pretty much the most obvious answer is get the arrow. Yeah, that's how you do it. But it is nice to have an actual reason for why the arrow works the way it does. And making it an actual like virus is probably the best way to explain it, because it makes it to where all the other times the arrow was used makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you would imagine that there would be some people who got shot with the arrow and was hit with like a more non-vital hit with the arrow or some shit like that, right? And you would be like, okay, well, why don't those people like tell somebody about the arrow, something to that effect, which is not that important, but it kind of clears up a couple loopholes. Like, yeah, they didn't survive because if you get hit with the arrow, no matter what, if you're not a stand user, you will die regardless. Like, that virus is going to kill you. Now, whereas stands themselves seem very metaphysical, they seem very you know, mystical, I guess you could say. You get more of a human side to the stand power, because this virus seems to be more or less like culling the weak from the strong, because it's picking who gets to live. Like, if you have a strong enough will, blah blah blah, you know, whatever buzzword you want to insert into the idea of the arrow, that is why you survive, you know. So with that idea in mind, we can think about the arrow as the next step in evolution. The arrow being, maybe not the next step of evolution, but the arrow being the harbinger of the next step of evolution. And why is that important? Well, because if there's anything that's been has been very prominent on my mind watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure since, I guess you could say, part 3, and like maybe even part 1, is like, what's the origin story? Not, you know, when I ask myself like what's the origin story? You would think that I'm talking about like, oh yeah, Jonathan and then Dio and then that's the I'm talking about like what is the origin story of why all this shit is how it is. And the explanation of how the arrow works, I can kind of like at least take another step closer to understanding what exactly or how exactly all this came to be and how all this works as of right now. So thinking about the arrow as a harbinger of the next step of evolution, we can kind of take that story of like the guy who wanted to be God, like wanted to have godlike powers, blah blah blah. You could go all the way back to like the beginning of time, like fucking Adam and Eve type shit, you know, Jesus, fucking Roman empires and all that other shit, you know. You can go so far back to the understanding of when humanity started to evolve with that type of like information. The possibilities for theories and shit like that are absolutely endless. Like I said, you can like with understanding that the arrow is more of like a culling, like a harbinger to some sort, we can go back pretty far, trying to understand you know, how things like stands and stuff came to be. Now granted, I'm not gonna get too deep into that because we're on like part 4 and maybe we get into that in like part 6, 7, 8, and I think we're like the manga is up to like 9. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're up to like 8 or 9. I don't know. Like I said, I don't read the manga and I don't look at anything that has something to do with the manga, so I don't really know how far the manga is. I don't really know how, like, what volume or part the manga is on, you know, as well as like you know, characters and stuff like that. I try to stay completely blind to that type of stuff. Luckily I've been pretty good with that. Like I said, the only thing that I really knew before coming into JoJo was Josuke, or like how how the main characters up until part 5 looked. So luckily I've been pretty good about staying away from understanding anything about the manga or something. But I say all that to say, like, now that we have now that I have this information, I can think like, yes, it goes like this could go back very far, because we could continue the story on, like, you know, this is the next generation of Joestars, blah blah blah. But I would assume with that type of like lore drop, at some point we have to go like all the way back, and I mean like all the way back, right? Like that or not canonically. Yeah, canonically. I mean, but that just makes the most sense as story-wise. That makes the most sense. Like, you at some point you have to go all the way the fuck back. I mean, like all the way the fuck back. But it just makes the world like more interesting. It always makes the world more interesting when you, in these shows, when you give something mystical a scientific reason behind it. All my favorite anime do it. Attack on Titan, My Hero, fucking Gurren Lagann, you know, like, Gurren Lagann, like, all my favorite anime do that, to where like you get something mystical and it's like, oh shit, my god, this is crazy, and they give you a scientific reasoning behind it, and it makes it to where you can expand a little bit more on the world, because now it's Now it's parallel to your own world, like to the real world. Like I can't understand how a stand works because the real world doesn't have stands, but the real world does have viruses. The real world does have um uh you know, pathogens and things like that that some people may say is more of a culling, or a culling to see who's worthy and shit like that. That type of shit happens in the real world, so I can be a little bit more mindful in and vigilant in like my theories with this type of stuff. So that's just cool. That I know I went on like a bit of a tangent there, but like that's just cool to me that we now have a way to understand magic, basically. So that's cool. The guy on the other end of the computer line, God knows who he is, you know, like who could truly understand, like who could know who he is. But the fact that he has an arrow means that he is somebody important. Now, as I always say, he doesn't have to be somebody that we have known. He does not need to be a character that we have seen before or have met up. He doesn't have to be a he doesn't have to be a like a, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's your boy Polnareff back at it. Oh my god, I would love that. Oh my god, I would love that. That would make my soul happy. Oh my god. Oh, I just excited myself for no reason. That would be cool, but I'm not really looking at him. I'm not looking for him to be a, you know, I'm not looking for him to be like somebody like that, you know. I say has to be somebody important, in the way of saying like he has to be somebody that is important enough or meant enough to whatever the story or whatever backstories we have with like the arrow and whatever's going on with that, to have obtained one. So whether he is like a long lost like follower of the cult that created the arrow, like it could be anything. Like he could be literally anybody, but he is somebody important, and that's why I trust him and I don't trust him, you know. Like if he was just some nobody, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I guess. But the fact that he has an arrow, I trust him, and it's like, what? Let me figure out who you are first. One more thing about the whole arrow thing. I know I've been like harping on that a lot, but one more thing about the arrow. He, in the story, they seem to have gone back like very far at some point. They were talking about there was a guy that like wanted to obtain the power of the gods and blah blah blah, you know, with the arrow. So he made the arrows and shit like that. I'm not even about to get into that, actually. I'm not about to get into that, because that's going to be like another 20-minute rant that may go somewhere and may not go anywhere. What I will say just about that is I will just off of them saying that, I will explain, no, not re-explain. I will say again, the idea of the arrows could go way back, like to like biblical, like this is how Jesus walked on water type shit, you know. Like just that idea is like, I'm watching you. That's all I say. I'm watching you, Mister. I wanted to obtain godlike powers. I'm watching you, or at least I'm thinking about you. So there, lastly, Latio or Lot, I don't know, I guess his name's like chocolate in Italian. or whatever. I don't know. I guess that's what I would guess. His name's like Chocolate. I'm gonna call him Chocolate. The Paul brothers. Absolutely deranged. Like that they went for the whole, mad doctor shit. Him being the total opposite of what a doctor is supposed to be. Him not relishing in saving lives, but saving lives in like bringing hope to patients and things like that, but relishing in the exact opposite, in like the despair of the patients, the taking of one's life. He is the exact opposite of the oath that every doctor takes when getting into their practice. And of course, that's what makes him a good villain, or at least a good start to a villain. But just seeing his backstory and stuff like that, and seeing like him be like, yeah, man, I was out there just hooking niggas alive, no anesthesia. Like, bro, you are a different kind of fucked. Like, on today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up, that's fucked up, so having him introduced, as well as his weirdo assistant who used to be a patient. The manga does do a really good job with like horror elements in this show, and that might just be because of like the effect that he had, or the effect pop culture had with when he was writing this or whatever. And on that note, we can like go back to like the idea once again, the idea of the arrow again, and it just seemed like the thing, what I'm saying? And which, depending on when he wrote this, he could have taken some liberties, or some some liberties with like the idea of the thing, because that's what it seemed like. It was snowing. It it looked like the thing. Let's be real, like it was snowing back then, and they found a meteorite that had something in it that came from a far away planet. It started killing them, and there was lightning that came out of one guy. That goes with the whole Stan thing. It seemed very thing-ish. It seemed very the thing-ish. And then you put that on top of the idea of the doctor and having his power. Of course, it's gonna look a little bit more and more like the thing. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. This is a really good episode. We had very important information dropped in this episode, and I think that's what I enjoyed the most about this episode, is the very interesting information that we got that I was not expecting to get this episode. So with all that being said, this was great. Gonna have to get into the next episode very soon here, because things are picking up. Well, they've been picking up, and they're picking up even more. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links are going to be in the description. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Absolute thank you to all the people that do subscribe to my Patreon, because goddamn, when my PC dies, y'all are the ones that bring it back to life. No cap. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.